Hi, I'm Ilaf and let's discuss some common SharePoint online issues. Today we will discuss about one of the most widely and commonly used web part in a SharePoint page, that is news web part. So let's have a look at the issue. So the issue is news web part does not display news posts of other sites, and the select site option within the web part is not working properly. Right, so we'll discuss about this issue. So to have a look at this issue, I'll switch back to my test lab wherein we can reproduce and check how to troubleshoot it. So this is my test lab. Basically, I'm trying to get my news post from the dev site into my IT site. So what I'll do is I'll just edit this page. I'll remove the existing web part. I'll add a new web part. I'll select the news web part. I'll edit the web part, and the news source I want to select this option, which is select sites, and you can either select the sites from frequent or recent list, or you can directly search it in the search box. So here is my site. So even after selecting the site, I'm not seeing the news post. And let's try to publish this. Publish the page. I'll refresh the site once. I'll refresh the site twice. And if you notice, I'm in private browsing session. I still could not see the news post over here. So that is my issue. So in order to troubleshoot this issue, there are only two simple things that you need to check to make this work. First of all, you need to make sure that the site wherein the news posts are stored, that is my SPO dev site. I have my SPO dev site wherein I have my news post stored. So I need to make sure that that particular site appears in the search results, is allowed to appear in the search results. And apart from that, sites library, that is the site pages library wherein all the news posts are stored, the site pages library should also appear in search results. So we need to make sure that that the SPO dev site is allowed to be searchable at site level, and as well as at the specific document library level as well. So I'll switch back to my lab. So this is the site in question. Let's go to the site settings. So in site settings, I'll go to search and offline availability, and you need to make sure that allow the site to appear in search result is set to yes, because if it is set to no, then the content within the site, including news post, will not be searchable, or the news post web part from a different site like my IT site will not be able to fetch it, because it is hiding those content from search. And basically the news post web part, it uses the search to fetch all these details. Alright, so for me it is already set to yes, but if it is set to no for your users or for you, then you need to make sure that this option is selected to yes. Apart from this, I need to make sure that my site pages library, wherein my news posts are stored, is also searchable. So if you're not able to find your site pages library in the left navigation, you can always check in site contents, and from there go to your site pages library settings, or the library settings. Over here you need to go to advanced settings, scroll down and look for search. Here it is. So allow items from this document library to appear in search results. You need to make sure that this library appears in the search result, because if it doesn't, then the news post will not be visible in a web part of a different site, for example my IT site. So I'll select this as yes. I'll click on save, or I'll click on OK. Alright, so it takes a few minutes to replicate all these changes. So I would suggest you to wait 5 to 10 minutes, but I'll give it a try. I'll refresh, refresh. So just like I said, it might take a couple of minutes to replicate, so I'll get back to you in a few minutes. So I almost waited for around 10 minutes. Now let's try to refresh the page and check. All right, I'm able to see my news post from my dev site into my IT site. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you can always try to edit your page, remove the news web part and re-edit the web part with your configuration. That will help you resolve the issue. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.